Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hello, how are you all doing? I just noticed that the, countdown timer was just horribly offset at the beginning there. So, anyways, hi everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our art live stream. Today, we are going to be working on our newest YouTube video, which we're excited about. We're excited because we're going to be able to actually finish it sooner than we finished most, because it's a shorter video. For those of you who know, we've been making the the SpongeBob reanimated movie trailers, and we are currently working on our next one, which we haven't revealed yet. So this stream is our first reveal for you all of what we're working on.
Keep them on their toes.
And I'm going to keep you on your toes because we're going to find out soon enough. But good morning to everybody who it's morning to at the moment. It's morning for us right now. And I hope you all are having a fantastic day. And I'm going to... The music's probably good volume for you guys, but I'm going to turn it down for myself. Did it? Yeah, it decided to just go in the middle of... Okay, I'm going to restart this playlist. There we go. First off, it's a bit more chill for the morning. Whew, that's just nice. Yes, this is the one we've been talking about on previous streams. We're finally going to reveal what video we're working on. Sonic movie trailer. Nope, unfortunately not. Good guess, though, but no.
We thought about it, but that movie's already out.
Yeah, the movie's already out, so we're not doing that. But you're close to the blue. Little hints, you're close with the blue. But yeah, so good morning, everybody. We're going to get started. So, I mean, I have no other way to really delay explaining what the video idea
you can
is.
tell them what we did yesterday.
What did we do yesterday? Oh, just talking about that? Yeah. Okay, so fun story.
It's a delay.
Good morning, hello, hi everybody, hey Juan, hey Matthew, hey everybody. So, fun fact of what we did yesterday is for my wife's birthday, I gave her a birthday gift that I had been wanting to do for years at this point, but I couldn't because of COVID. Basically, COVID stopped me from being able to do this birthday present because of all the closed downs and all that stuff. So, here's what I tried to do, and what I did yesterday, is we went to the zoo, and it's not just a zoo trip. You know, zoo trips are fun and all, but that's not what the whole present was. The present was I specifically got a meet and greet with a sloth. So for my wife's birthday, I got her to be able to feed and meet a sloth.
Her name is Fern.
Her name is Fern. I might be able to show you a photo despite the fact that I doubt the camera will pick up my phone quality very well. Okay, let's see if I got a... whatever. It's us. I've got photos of us.
Okay.
So this is... Yeah, oh yeah, that's pulling up really well on the phone. So this is me and my wife and a sloth. So that was my birthday present to her. One of them. The coolest one that I got. Otherwise, just random little things. Congratulations, Katrina, says Sister
I
Real.
know, it was so exciting.
Yes, it was very fun, and I'm super happy to finally have been able to do that, because legitimately I wanted to do it years ago, right when COVID started up, and they stopped doing animal meet and greets at zoos. Because
He's been talking it up for years.
Because obviously they're not going to have people do it. No, she wasn't afraid of the sloth. I mean, she loves sloth. There's a reason I picked sloth specifically. It's because it's one of her favorite animals. You know, she's had, like, little plush toys of sloths ever since she was a kid. She loves slosh. Slosh! Slosh. Today I don't have a fake water in my coffee mug today. I actually have tea. I have a real morning beverage today. Our actual warm morning beverage. I'm not faking it. Although I do have water in the big jug too. I wanted to find a funnier big jug. And I was looking on Amazon and there's just no funny big jugs. I feel like I might have to go on a specialty website to find a big jug. We can go to Dollar Tree again. I just want something that doesn't have green on it so I can use it for green screening.
I totally get it.
Either that, or I could just, like, put a bunch of duct tape over this.
Why don't we just go find another cup? Because I don't want you to ruin my cup.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, yeah, that's a little fun story. A little fun story of what we've been doing. And now, without further ado...
And a little procrastination.
Yeah, a little procrastination. We can get started for the day. Let's go ahead and explain, okay? This is the video. The secret video we've been working on. Although we've only just started the video.
I mean, we're still getting... We're into
Minecraft
it now.
is doing an official SpongeBob SquarePants DLC. Now this is interesting. Now this is content. SpongeBob DLC. What's going on here? It's Minecraft, Nintendo, everything. Sure, let's go with that. Oh wow, what? I love the Mr. Krabs design here.
Yeah,
This is
somebody posted
great.
it in the Discord.
Oh wow, I really like that. It's collaborating with Nicktoon. A first look
Hey, keeping SpongeBob alive. Let's go.
at... Absolutely. Alright. Are they just talking about it and they're just... Oh no! So... Okay. Let's listen to this video for a second. I'm super curious. This is cool news, especially considering the live stream that we're going to try to do in the future.
Replicate like the entire world of SpongeBob and all the iconic locations like Bikini Bottom.
So it's coming with blocks in the right shapes, I guess?
SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick, and like all of these cool locations, and it's kind of a world that like.
This is such a quiet video.
Just be a part of the SpongeBob universe, which I think is really cool. And then on top of that, there's the story going on where it's kind of like a SpongeBob episode that you're playing along with, where everyone is trying out the best.
Oh wow, the spongy bounce is very funny. So I feel like everything's going to come pre-built though.
Awesome. And we actually have a poll for all of you to find out what
But
you want to know which
this might be something I need to do anyways.
you love. So number 1 is SpongeBob, number 2 is Patrick.
I feel like this is going to be a stream, is playing through whatever the heck this is. 'Cause it's-
It feels like it should be a runaway vote for Gary. I mean, look at.
We can actually go better. Yeah, yeah.
That's great, you can pet Gary. Okay, so very fun. It's like a pre-built thing. And here, I'm going to mute this video so they're not just talking. Oh, SpongeBob is creepy chasing you like that though. Oh, there's like a teleport to leave and whatnot. Okay. No, he walks right through the door. Good job, guys. You're showing this off very well. Oh, the bubble transition during teleports is great. Okay, so, I mean, I'm not going to be able to compare in my Minecraft build to this pre-made thing. This is amazing. That's hilarious. Let's get our music back on. So, it's like Minecraft, but there's a story.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you basically go through the story of a SpongeBob episode, it seems. I'll have to get the Bedrock version of Minecraft, though. That's the funny thing, is that I have Java Edition. Gosh, SpongeBob's run cycle is so odd.
I did not know that you were there. Hello.
You're playing mayonnaise as an instrument? Very good. Okay. This seems like it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to do this. This will be a future stream at some point.
I found a surprise behind the door.
Yeah, you found a surprise? Oh, nice.
I didn't know there was another kitty over here.
Okay, well, very cool. Thank you for sharing that. That is really cool to know that that exists. Yeah, we're gonna figure out if we can do something content-wise with that. I mean, that's gonna make a really good stream, and that'll make a very good, you know, gaming video too. But now that that exists, it's like, oof, do I really want to make Bikini Bottom now?
No.
Considering a better version of it's gonna exist, and I'm just gonna have like a very pitiful version. It's not out. True. When does it come out? I just don't know if I want to make Bikini Bottom now. I just feel like that's such a discouragement knowing that a perfect version is already gonna exist. SpongeBob Minecraft DLC. When's it coming out? It comes out... Googling. Very fun. July 14th, maybe, is what it looks like. Alright. Yeah, they only said coming soon? Okay, okay. Well, interesting. Very interesting. I'm very curious to see how that's going to be, and we're going to have to play that. There's no way we can't not interact with that at some point. Well, one of the articles said something about them wanting to see people's custom SpongeBob builds up until July 14th. So maybe they're going to do something special with that. Like maybe they're doing some sort of thing where they're going to showcase the best builds or something. I don't know. Maybe we could do a creative stream instead. I feel like I'm confused now of what I want to do with Minecraft content now that that exists. The dogs in our video, when Patrick was afraid of them, yes, they were my parents' dogs at my parents' house. Their names are Yoshi and Bumblebee. I named Yoshi because I'm a huge Mario fan, huge Super Mario fan, love that. And then I think my brother, or maybe just my mom, named Bumblebee. Yes, Mr. Fix-It and Post. This is actually a gift that Katrina gave to me at one point. A long time ago, back in college, because I was known in college as Mr. Fix-It and Post, because when we're on set and something goes wrong, I mean, let's be honest, we started joking that I was Mr. Fix-It and Post, and then I realized, listen, the real joke isn't that I'm Mr. Fix-It and Post. The real joke is that I just make my videos in post. Like, sure, we film a bit, but then half of the video is the animated characters, so like...
Well, yeah, but even with, like, school projects, you would...
True, even with
like,
school projects.
Oh, this went wrong, I'll just fix it.
Yeah, yeah. Even when working on school projects, it's just like, I had already... My brain is a special effects brain. I do everything in After Effects. That's where I know how to make my art, and so when filming, I'm just like, whatever, we're doing this, and then I'm like, let's just do everything in the computer. I can work in the computer. We're good there. Speaking of working in the computer, I think I've delayed long enough. It is time to reveal what the project is that we're working on. And the project that we are working on, I wish I had a better... I have no idea what frame we're going to be on when I open this. But we are working on Avatar, The Way of Water. Which, wow, what a movie to come out, right? Like, it's been maybe 10 years since the original Avatar came out so long ago. And now they're making a sequel, and apparently like 4 more. And they're gonna
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're releasing like another Avatar every other year is what their goal is after releasing this movie.
Wow.
I like Thomas's theory.
Oh, yeah.
Because the original Avatar was all about flying and being in the air, and this one's about water. And so my friend Thomas, his theory is that the follow-up movies will be about like earth and fire, like the elements. And I love that theory, that it'll be more and more confusing to compare Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar the movie series, which is very funny. Because our parody, I can literally click this button right here and reveal our parody, is Avatar: The Way of Nicktoons. Yes, it is not just a SpongeBob video this time. We are going back to our other movie trailer parodies where we've done full Nicktoons parodies. I have seen the first Avatar movie. Yes, I have indeed. I think this movie still takes place on Pandora, but just like in a different area, like in the oceans of Pandora. Maybe, unless it's another planet around that galaxy area. Not really sure. I have... The trailer shows almost nothing, so I'm just guessworking what the plot is. So you ask the alien ones or the elements one. The real movie is about the aliens one, but we're combining them today. So our goal for Avatar: The Way of Nicktoons, as you can see, I have designed, here I can make this full screen for you guys. I've designed a title card based off of the Avatar: The Last Airbender logo. And so our main character will be Aang from Avatar, along with Katara from Avatar. But because it's Way of Nicktoons, we're absolutely going to fit SpongeBob into there. We're going to fit a bunch of other Nicktoons into there.
All the Nicktoons.
Really excited. So I can show you what we've done so far, which is a lot of title sequence stuff right now.
I've animated. I just haven't given
Yeah,
you my stuff.
we haven't had a lot of completed shots that are like with characters. Oof. This tea is getting me gassy for some reason.
What kind of tea is it?
It is wild berry tea.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is very tasty though.
Wild berries.
Yeah, it's a good. You posted a pic of Mr. Krabs that I drew and it got deleted. I'm not sure why that happened, but it depends on a couple of different reasons. Who knows? Some images if you're talking about in the Discord, some images, it depends on how you drew them. We try to make sure that I don't know, I doubt you drew something inappropriate, but if you did, we try to make things not edgy. So if it's an edgy art, we try to not have that on the Discord. So that might have been the reason, but I'm not sure. Just because I don't remember the specific drawing. It also could have just been an accident, let's be honest. It's the internet, it's computers, random stuff happens. So let's go ahead and talk about the shots that we've already covered so far. So actually, we can look at the trailer really quick. The trailer is super short, which is why we're really excited about working on this video. It's only 1.5 minutes long. Normally, the movie trailers we've been parodying are 3 minutes long, and so that's taken us like 2 months to make. This is half that length, which means we should be able to finish this by the end of the month. We're really excited. Ooh, cinnamon tea sounds really good. That sounds like a really good kind of tea. Yeah, I don't drink tea very often. I'm just kind of getting back into it. I used to as a kid. I'm normally a hot chocolate or coffee kind of person. But I got a little box of like sample teas to try a bunch of different types, and so getting into it again. My favorite so far has been a peach tea. That's been my favorite from the box. Will we do more SpongeBob in real life? Yes, but not soon. Right now we're working on these movie trailer parodies for the next few months, just because
They're fun.
they're fun, and they're really helping grow the channel a lot, and so that's really important to let there be a bigger...
When we get to 1 million subs, we'll do more SpongeBob in real life.
We'll do more
Thumbs
SpongeBob.
up.
We're gonna do more SpongeBob in real life before 1 million subs
I
for
know,
sure.
it's a joke.
I can promise you for sure we are gonna have a Christmas special. Like we were gonna do it last year, and then we just missed the timing of it.
No,
but
we did Spider-Bob instead.
yeah, we did Spider-Bob instead. But we have a bunch of footage that we filmed in the snow, so we're gonna have a dedicated Christmas special for SpongeBob in real life at the end of this year. Promised. Outside of that, we're still figuring it out. You know, we got a lot of different ideas that we're going through for the rest of the year. Do you know Pod 55? I do not know Pod 55 from the Discord. I actually haven't been able to be on Discord quite a bit recently. And I don't know how much, yeah. Discord is an interesting thing. I'm excited to have it to be there. I'm excited to have it as a notification resource. I'm excited to have it as a location for you guys as a community to interact with each other.
Yeah, it's more for you guys than it is for us.
But I'm finding it hard for myself to be reminded to go there. And I apologize for that, but I won't be there all the time, so I'm not going to remember all the people's names for sure. I hope to get on there a little bit more often, though. At least once a week, I would hope. I need to be present. Okay, so video. Only 1.5 minutes. So this is the real trailer. 20th Century Studios, Lightstorm Entertainment. We have a bunch of the Avatar people and one human running along on, these branches in the floating Avatar land. And then we've got, close-up shot. We've got some shots of just dramatic shots of, oh, the characters, they've got emotions. Where are they going? They find this new place with water. There's a new character under the water. This December, we've got, the bad guys. They've got a factory. They're going off. I like the Wii music behind me as I'm like, this is a very funny way to go through a movie trailer. And then they're in the jungle. They're sneaking around. They see the bad guy aliens, which there are bad guy avatars who are with the humans who are, trying to make a factory on the...
Uh-oh, Super Melson missed the announcement.
Yes, we are remaking the Avatar trailer. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm just going through the trailer right now, but that is what we're working on, which is really nice. I'm excited about this, if you just tuned in, because it's only a 1.5 minute trailer, which means we should be able to get this done in a month. This will be a very quick video turnaround, and we're really excited about just getting another video out. That quick will be very nice. So, yep, aliens, they fight in the forest. There's some more underwater stuff. this is the thumbnail of the video, is this really cool image of like the swooping like stones and stuff. Like this is beautiful. We're working with a lot of artists for the background art for this because since we're doing the whole Avatar: The Last Airbender and Nicktoons parody, we're gonna have the backgrounds be all kind of like anime Avatar: The Last Airbender backgrounds, basically. Okay, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, sorry. Discord is crazy. I would say be careful in Discord. Never click a link on Discord, ever. Like, unless it's from one of our notifications or something, like, you should never click a link on Discord because hacking and stuff like that is actually very prevalent, so... that's also another reason why they say that you should be over 13 when you're in Discord, because you need to be an adult and not, like, just click random things. Yeah. You need to be smart while you're on the internet.
My dad.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So even some adults aren't very smart about clicking links, but basically, never click a link on Discord.
Unless it's us.
Yeah, unless it's a notification from an official source that you, like, trust, like if it's a YouTuber and they're the head of something. I appreciate that, William, but again, we're not taking any ideas for videos right now. But I do appreciate... I know there's so many people who have so many ideas, and we appreciate that you guys are so creative and all that. But we can't take we can't take ideas at the moment. I'm running out of words. I'm quite tired. It's been a long week, and yesterday being at the zoo and whatnot, like, it was a lot of energy output. So, anyways, yeah, the trailer then just ends. There's some more dramatic stuff. Like, almost no story is told in this trailer. You just get to see the characters, and they're all emotional about something. So, yeah, they run away, they're in a factory at one point, they're dramatic. It's just a lot of dramatic nothingness.
Yeah.
I mean, which is great for us, because then we can just come up with anything we want to.
Yeah.
So I can show you the shots that we have completed so far, which are only the title card stuff. So at the end, we've got the really cool... Here, I can go full screen for this. We've got the really cool Avatar... Loaded in logo, Way of Water, and then we've got only in theaters December. And then what we have for our parody version, as always, you know, I think you can already expect what's going to happen here. Animated in Avatar: The Last Airbender font. I kind of already made a SpongeBob in Real Life music video with the Gary Come Home.
Very good point. Very good point.
SpongeBob close-ups in our videos, like the really, yeah. We've never done a SpongeBob close-up kind of joke. That would be funny. Maybe at some point.
Oh, like the nasty...
Yeah, like the overly realistic close-up. I'd like to do that at some point. I think we, in a very non-funny way, kind of did in episode 10 when we see his hand holding the burger that says subscribe to JChaseFilms. Like, that was a fully painted hand instead of just cartoon shading, so I feel like it's the closest we've gotten to having that. But maybe someday. Right now, we don't have any video ideas that would have a good place to place that joke in.
Warranted.
Yeah. But that'd be fun. I'd like to do that at least once in the SpongeBob in Real Life series. But yeah, Way of Nicktoons, and then our constant joke in theaters never, because we're not making any of these parody films. Also...
Despite all of the comments.
Despite all the comments.
We're not.
And then early in the trailer, we have another this December, which just gets translated to Coming Never again. Really easy. Just use a stock image of a sponge. What I really also wanted to do in a YouTube video is a cartoon character that has, like, the real-life eyes and mouth kind of, like, edited onto them, Annoying Orange style. I've always wanted to do that, but never had a good moment for it. I almost did it in our whatever it's called, Adventure Time video. I almost fit that into, like, one moment where just a character spins around and says, like, what? And it was just going to cover his, like, eyes and mouth with you know, human. Because it was going to be such a quick shot, it would have been funny. And, like, a click moment of, like, whoa, what just happened? What did I just see on this video? But I forgot to put it in. And the last thing we have, which I'm really proud of, one of my favorite things, in fact, if not my absolute favorite part of making these trailer videos, is parodying the, like, official company logos. So 20th Century Studios and Lightstorm Entertainment, which is David Cameron, he's the director of this. It's his company. I got to parody them, and so here's our... Wait, I don't think I even turned it on. Alright. Here's my parody version of 20th Century Studios and Lightstorm Entertainment. Are you ready? Here we go. JChaseFilms and JChaseFilms on YouTube. This was super fun. I love recreating these logos because this is like such an iconic thing that you see in front of so many movies. And here we go, it's the JChaseFilms version. This was really tough to do as well. There was a lot of weird rendering I had to do to get this to look right. Because these light in like the fog, very difficult. It was very difficult to do this in 3D to get the fog light effect. And there you go, that's all we actually got to work on so far, or at least all that we got to finish. We've started working on a lot of these shots. We've gotten a lot of these backgrounds started, art-wise. This first shot is crazy because we're actually matching the 3D camera movement in it. So it's going to be the most ridiculous shot ever, especially with these characters having to move in the 3D. This is a headache, and I've worked about 3 entire days on this shot alone, and still we're not finished with it. World of Light parody. What is World of Light? I thought that was a Smash Bros thing. It is a video game, isn't it? Yeah, no, it is. Okay, it is a Smash Bros thing. Is it not a Smash Bros thing, or do I just... Yeah.
Single player story mode.
Okay, tell me if it's not a Smash Bros thing if we're talking about a movie. But no, we probably aren't going to be making a Smash Bros parody. That's cool, because I mean, ironically, that would just end up being a Nicktoons Smash. Okay, yeah, it is the Smash Bros mode. Okay, good. What's funny is that even though I have Smash Bros and play Smash Bros, I only know that World of Light is the storyline of Smash Bros. Not because, hey, bye William, you have a good one. Not because of actually playing the game, because I never actually played the story. I only know that because in like my Spotify playlists, I've got the theme music of World of Light, and it's just titled World of Light, and it's the Smash Bros theme, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's the same thing. So that's the only reason I know. Because I just played the multiplayer of Smash Bros. I pretty much never play it on my own, including the story. I did play the story of the Wii version of Smash Bros. I loved that, and that was good. Yeah, Annoying Orange, yeah, it was on Cartoon Network as a real show for a bit. I don't know if it still is, but it was a thing. It was, yeah. Because it started on YouTube by Dane Bow. Oh, you got Summer School. Okay, yeah, he already left, but nonetheless, I missed his comment when he was talking about that. You do Smash Bros with your cousins? That's awesome. Yep. I pretty much only play Smash Bros when friends come over to my house, so I almost never play. that sounds really bad. It's like, my friends never come. But basically only when I have people at the house do I actually play Smash Bros, because it's also just more fun if you have, at a minimum, like 4 people. Smash Bros is so much more fun, because otherwise, if it's just one-on-one, it's like, if one person's better than the other, they're always winning. Okay, so what we're going to work on to start is we're going to do some background art, and we can keep doing this question and answer stuff, but I just want to start working on painting. So there is a factory shot right here. So it goes from the title card and then fades into this shot, which is crazy. There's so much stuff going on. We got these spider robots, we got all these people running around, but we're going to go ahead and paint the background for this, and I've already got it loaded up in Photoshop to pull apart. So I'm going to start working, and then we'll continue hanging out. Kirby is my favorite. Kirby is absolutely my main character in Smash Bros. Was the annoying... You mean the Annoying Orange as the YouTube show, or Annoying Orange as the Cartoon Network show was trippy? Because, I mean, I would agree that the YouTube version was certainly trippy. Alright, so our trick here is, so we've got the timeline, and I basically need to turn this into a big canvas to then paint on top of. So I'm going to pull this apart in two layers. I'm going to have the main background, and then a second top layer is just going to be this little robot spider on this, like, whatever these bars of metal are. Yeah, Kirby's the best. What else have I been getting good at? Because what I like to do is, because I'm not really, like... Kirby I will do if anybody else, if any of my friends pick their favorites, I'm picking Kirby, because I know that they're really good at their favorite characters, so I might as well be with my best. But most of the time I like to pick random character, because I don't play the game enough. I don't even know what the other characters feel like to play as, so I most of the time pick random, just because I get to try new characters all the time. So, but I've tried a couple recently, and I really liked some, and I don't remember which one it was. I used to really like Ness. Ness on the Wii was my favorite, but I feel like for some reason on Switch, I'm not as good at Ness. Let's see. Can I just... Yeah. I don't like the transition of the text right here, so we're just gonna pull this and let this be our first layer. New. Awesome. Create. Thank you. Boom, boom. Gonna remove the black bars. So it's all funny. The funniest thing about these movie trailer videos is how the different trailers have different thicknesses of the aspect ratio bars. Like, to my memory, Spider Bob, I guess we could check the YouTube channel, but Spider Bob had like a really thin aspect ratio. And then this movie has very thick. Like the black bars on the top and the bottom of the video are so thick. I can't, I'm not gonna go and check it. But it's really funny how we have to have a different aspect ratio for basically every video. But it's funny. Okay, so we've got this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out and try to find out the spots that I need to have transparent for this layer. So that I can paint it properly. I'm also gonna be doing a little bit of a tricky trick. And I might be doing a mix of painting on it and also just doing like a big old photo filter to make it look like it's painted on. We're gonna see if that works. Hey, it's not torture, it's fun. It's you know, it's work. I mean, I will say, as a job, I'm happy to do this instead of, you know, working at fast food or something. Like, this is a very much preferred job. So, it's not torture. Well,
What's real torture is working in childcare.
yeah, I can't even think of any of our videos that was real torture. I feel ironically, I'm just bringing myself back to the Rick and Morty video.
I mean, some of them were stressful.
Some of them were stressful, especially when we come to the line of like a deadline or something. Because, you know, deadlines, self-imposed deadlines nonetheless, not like they actually ever mattered, but they matter probably. I'm not gonna discredit them. We put in all that stress, it'd be bad to just suddenly say it never mattered. Yeah, both was trippy. Rob as a Smash Bros. Character is actually surprisingly fun.
I don't like Rob.
He was tough to use, but he's got some powerful moves. Like his jet, whole like, you know, rocket power stuff is really cool. And if you start to figure out how that works, it can be pretty strong. I don't like his movement though. His attacks are fun, but his movement is not fun. Oh, where's the, okay, the spider leg. This is such a dark, okay, I might need to brighten up this image because I can barely tell what's going on. All right, how can I brighten this up? Whee! There we go. Now I can actually see. All right. I'll pull this back down. Yeah, Rob's difficult to beat. So the idea with this factory is, since we're doing a Nicktoons parody, the idea is that this is like a Nickelodeon slime factory. So they're producing and storing like Nickelodeon slime. So we're gonna have to kind of represent that as we do our parody background art here. Like maybe we'll have some of these big old containers, like the big vats. We're gonna have them like overflowing with green slime. Put a lot of like orange paint around that says like Nick parody kind of stuff. And we could just legitimately have it say just Nick. Oh wait, no, this is all part of the metal, isn't it? It's hard to tell what I need to keep and what I need to remove. SpongeBob episode 3. Yeah, you know what? Being in public. Oh wow. Oh, you just. Oh wow. So. You reminded me of something that happened while during the filming of episode 3. That was very creepy. And I'm trying to. I want to express it, but in a way that maybe isn't too off-putting. But when we were filming that. Yeah, it was funny to have to be in public and walk around the city streets and whatnot. But I ran into a person doing that, which definitely freaked me out. But basically, I had just put on. So there's one shot in the video where Mermaid Man reaches into the fountain to create the water ball, and then he lifts it up above his head. So, for the most part, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, they're green screened in. We were filming that at my house. The only real person who's running around the city streets is me portraying the character of Jonathan. But when he sticks his hand into the water fountain, that's my real arms. Like, I actually put on the Mermaid Man costume with the gloves and the shirt, and we put a GoPro under the water at the actual fountain. And so I stuck my hands into the real fountain. Walking there, so we parked my car, like, a little bit away, and my dad is the one who's going to be putting the GoPro under the water, and he walks over there, and he's getting ready and whatnot, and so I'm putting on this giant, you know, this vibrant orange shirt. Actually, I can't see where the bar is right here. I think there's supposed to be a crossbeam right there, but the big flash of electricity is covering it. So I'm putting on this vibrant orange shirt and these green gloves, and then I've just got, like, shorts on because it's a summer day and it's hot. And so I go out there. I'm walking, just, it's maybe 4 blocks between the parking lot and the actual fountain. And then I walk into this guy who is real shady. Like, real shady, sketchy kind of person. He's kind of, like, fidgeting around, and no joke, like, missing an eye. Legitimately. It was very scary, and I'm not going to forget how that looks, but I'm not going to describe it to not gross you all out, but it's, oh, I just deleted everything. But, like, and he was asking about where a specific street was. And he's like, hey, can you pull out your phone and go in your maps and tell me where the street is? I'm like, like, I'm just scared. I'm wearing a very odd outfit. Like, I'm like, what's going to happen? Like, this is scary. Like, I feel like I'm interacting with a criminal, and he's, like, looking over his shoulder a bunch, like he's, like, running away from somebody. I'm like, I don't like this at all. I don't know what to do with this situation. So I take, like, a couple steps away from him, like, sure, I can help you, and I, like, pull out my phone. I shouldn't have done this. I should have just kept walking, but I like, pulled out my map because I had no idea what to do, and I was just, like, frozen in thought. And I, like, looked up, I'm like, I think it's that street. I didn't actually, like, I was just, like, rushing it and be like, yeah, it's, like, that way. I was so stressed out and couldn't think, and so I just pretended to find it. I have no idea what that guy was doing, no idea what his story was, but the last thing he said before he walked away, he's like, okay, thanks. By the way, did you know that you can actually delete your search history on maps? And I'm like, yeah, really? It's like, yeah, I can show you. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, oh, thanks, I'll Google it myself. He's like, yeah, because you know, the governments, they're always watching when you're searching for stuff. And in my head, I'm like, this guy is, like, looking over his shoulder. He asked me to find him a specific street. I tell him where it is, and then he tells me I can delete my search history on Google Maps. That is so sketchy. It was terrifying. And, and I'm like, yeah, sure, because my biggest fear is, like, if he was like, oh, I can show you how to, yeah, the struggles of being too nice. Like, he was going to show me how to delete the data. My real worry was not that, oh, you know, partially I'm like, let me keep that search data in case a police officer walks up and asks me what happened. I'm like, he asked me to search for this road. Like, that was the minimum, but I wasn't really worried about that. I was more worried about, like, him stealing my phone. Like, I did not want this guy to be hands on my phone at all, because he felt like the person who would just, like, bolt. And I was like a teenager. I'm not gonna run after a 40-year-old. So yeah, anyways, he walked off. I walked off very quickly after that encounter, and then turned around the corner. Literally around the corner is my dad standing in a fountain like, hey, ready to start? I'm like, yeah! Let's film this shot and get out of here. So when you rewatch that video and you see those arms going in and pulling a water ball, that was me. Moments after the most memorable encounter in my life with a random stranger. I don't have a cooler story than that. That is the craziest story I've ever had with a random stranger. But yeah, you reminded me of that because that's the video that we were filming. And so all of that's happening, and I'm in this vibrant orange outfit with, like, gardening gloves on and, like, khaki shorts. Long sleeve with khaki shorts. It's the worst outfit in the world. Oh, yeah. Like, and it's so funny because it's like one of those moments where my dad is normally, if I'm with my dad anywhere, especially as a kid, he was very protective. He would always be nearby.
Why didn't your dad do something?
He just wasn't, like, it was just one of the very seldom moments in my life where he just was like, oh yeah, you can go and change in your car, like, I'll be waiting for you. You think you trust your hometown, and then random stuff happens. Yeah. Anyways, so don't trust strangers, and if you find yourself in that position, just don't talk to that kind of person. Just keep
If
walking.
they stop you in the parking lot, don't stop and talk
Yeah.
to them like somebody does.
I can't. I'm so awkward. I just.
Just pretend like you don't hear them and walk away because you don't want to get taken.
I know. I need to get better at that. I do. I have a very bad, like...
If people come to our house, we don't answer the door.
Yeah.
We have a camera as our doorbell. And
Yeah, getting a camera
cameras
doorbell is very
everywhere.
nice. Imagine the same dude. He did the same thing. He's like,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Hey, can you help me get to the street? I'm like, dude, I live miles away now. What do you want the same street for? Oh, boy.
And bro, we have this conversation a lot because both of us have very... I don't even know if they can hear me.
I think they can hear you, maybe.
Both of us have very, like, young, trustworthy faces. So people like to stop us and talk to us. It happened at the zoo yesterday. It happened at the parking lot, at the grocery store. And it's just like, please stop.
I get asked by a lot of old ladies to go ahead and like, hey, can you grab the thing on the top shelf?
I ask people for that because I'm short.
But it's
So,
just funny.
You're very tall.
Hey, welcome to Gaming. We are currently working on a movie trailer parody for Avatar. And we're going to be incorporating, like, the Avatar the Aliens movie, and we're incorporating Nicktoons and Avatar the Last Airbender. A bunch of stuff. But we're about to paint this background of this factory setting.
I always order ahead at McDonald's and go to, like, the curbside pickup so I don't have to talk to people. Plus, the app has a lot of good deals.
Alright, where's that transition over? This is tough to find this. We're gonna have to also paint this background area. Image. Canvas size. Let's make this wide. Make it wide. 2,000? Probably enough. Probably enough? We'll see. Oh, okay. Let me delete this background layer because that was looking very weird. Bum, 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 bum.
Doing favors is one thing, but being stopped
Yeah.
alone in a parking lot or on a street is just dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm good at doing favors. That's why I like to imagine I'm a nice person. But it's just when, like, that nice person quality gets you put into a weird scenario, and you're like, okay, I don't want to be a nice person anymore. Can I stop being a nice person?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a nice person right now. And that's tough, because unfortunately the world is a scary place. And you can't ignore that fact. Is that
Being
sure?
the good people in the world, we think that everyone is good like us.
Mm-hmm. And that's not true.
That is not true.
It is not true.
More often than not, they are not good like us.
Which is unfortunate. But the world is as the world is. Yeah, I would rather not. I mean... That was years ago.
Alright, we're
He's
all
gone.
done with that.
We're all done with that story. The Thick Geek. Okay, this is gonna be a weird one because we have to kind of paint over it, pretending that the robot isn't here. Because we have the robot layer, like this is the top layer, and now I actually need what is behind it, back here. So, first things first. Oh, goodness. First things first, I'm the realist. I'm gonna do a thing really quick. Is that I'm gonna do a very poor job of Photoshop, like, editing out the foreground here. And we're just gonna do that like this. Just take the texture, borrow it, put it in a new spot.
Push it somewhere
Yeah,
else.
legit. I'm just pushing the texture somewhere else. Kind of recreating what's back here. And we're going to see how well the Photoshop just like filters can get us through getting close to an anime style, and then we'll paint on top of that. Because as we know previously, I'm not perfectly amazing at painting. So sometimes a little helping hand from the program is nice. Do do do. Alright, so this is just a big black bar. There's really nothing I can do with that. You know, I could just copy, like, the texture over here. I'm gonna continue this. We're gonna have this continue through. What is SpongeBob listening to? We can imagine he's listening to the music we're listening to, but I think it'd be funnier to say that he's listening to something else. I think SpongeBob right now, with that jam that he's doing right now, he's probably listening to something like Happy by Will Ferrell. Pharrell Williams? Pharrell Williams. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell and Pharrell Williams are two celebrities why does their names have to be this similar? Pharrell Williams, Happy. That's what I think he's listening to. And I can't, unfortunately, play that on the stream. Sorry. Copyrighted music. Oh. Just copying the people over here. Yeah. Trying to do this somewhat quickly. Just do a very hash-bashed job of fixing up this texture. Because this texture is mostly covered by the foreground bars. So it just kind of needs to be serviceable. It just needs to work for the sake of barely seeing it in the background. And plus I can add some better texture when I'm painting it custom. Oh yeah, let's continue these boxes. There we go. Okay. And then maybe just like copying this texture back here for the area that we would see behind these bars. There we go. Fake quick. Alright, it looks horrible, but it'll be covered up, right? Will Ferrell, the actor? Yes. Watching SpongeBob, very nice. What episode are you watching? Is it a good one? Is it in our top tiers? I hadn't posted that as a, I need to post that as a YouTube community post. Okay, now that this is all combined here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a new thing, because I don't want to have all this empty space around it. Or do I? It might actually be a little bit... No, it's okay, we'll keep it as it is. Okay, so we're gonna do new, and then bring this down. Okay, perfect. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and edit out the people, because I don't want the people in here either. You hurting? I'm sorry, hon. Whoop! Something's not clicked. Okay. Where he turns into a butterfly. Very good. Is that on Nick right now, or are you watching it like on a recording or a streaming service? Man, streaming services have really changed the game. I was about to say like DVD, and I'm like, you know what? You're probably not watching it on DVD. If anything, it's a streaming service. Okay, actually on Nickelodeon. Nice. Nice to have them playing good classic episodes. I feel like sometimes you'll get too attached to the new stuff and they just don't play the old stuff, and I'm like, come on. Play good SpongeBob. I am way too much of a sucker for the old SpongeBob episodes. Like, I am a die-hard fan of that classic stuff.
Really?
We never would have known, right? What's a DVD?
Don't do that. Don't make us feel loud.
Oh, no. I know, right? Like, at this point, are we just... Is recorded media just gone now? Like, is the idea of owning things gonna be just destroyed forever, and now you just have to borrow stuff from an internet provider? Because streaming is such a, like, you're paying monthly, but you don't own anything.
Yeah.
Like, we're leaving the world of you as a person owning things. What is a CD, right? Oh my gosh, even that.
Yeah, CDs.
It's even older. But it's weird to transition to this. It feels very natural, though.
We don't own digital things. We own physical things.
Yeah.
Except for NFTs.
But even that, like, no digital thing that you buy is even really truly owned by you. It's stored somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can lose access to that digital thing.
Like all of our videos.
Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you buy a video game on Steam or like other providers like that, you're not actually buying the game. You're buying a license
You're buying the
to play the game. And they can basically revoke that license if they wanted to. Like, you're not buying a physical copy of the game, and you can lose access to that game despite you paying for it if you, like, go against their terms of service. So, if you go against their terms of service somehow, then you don't have that copy of that game anymore. You don't own anything. Even in the day where you think you're buying things, you know, you permanently buy a movie, and it could disappear someday if they decide that the movie is, like, not fit for audiences or something. Like, they can censor the movie, and even if you own a digital copy of it, it's gone. And I sound very conspiracy theorist when I'm saying it like that, but it's just weird that we've entered this part of the world where you don't really own things anymore. You just own the right to look at it. Yeah, but even when you buy movies on YouTube, it's the same thing. You don't own that movie. You just get the right to watch it on YouTube for as long as they host it. You have a license to watch it. You don't own a physical copy that you can take somewhere else. And that's the thing that we've lost, you know, leaving the DVD era. I'm sure we're slightly still in the DVD era, like they're still sold and whatnot, but I haven't interacted with a DVD player in like 2 years. I haven't. You might have, to play a kid, like a movie for like the...
Harry Potter?
Okay, we did watch Harry Potter on DVD. There we go. So maybe like 4 times in the past 2 years have I interacted, but yeah. One of your philosophy books said you've never seen a 3 in your life. I'd love to know what the, why, do you know why? Why did it say that? Why did we never see a 3 in our life? If you don't know, that's okay, but that's a really interesting thing to say, and I now want to know why.
I've certainly seen a 3.
You've seen 3 books, or 3 birds, but you've not seen the... okay! You've not seen the essence of 3. Because we've also seen the symbol that represents 3. I see, yeah. The number 3 is just a symbol, but it itself is not the cosmic concept of 3.
And if you think of it that way, you've seen nothing. You've seen concepts of things.
Yeah, that's what a philosophy book is supposed to do. Philosophy books are supposed to just say, hey, no. But that stuff's fun. I enjoy that stuff. I don't know how seriously I take it. I feel like I'm more entertained by philosophy than I am like actually like whoa, dude, this is deep, you know? I think I just find that really cool. I find those concepts entertaining. I don't stop and like, you know. I'm not a philosopher. I'm a casual philosophy enjoyer. Trying to think of stuff like that. Like, stuff like that, like, I'd say casual philosophy is lined up with the concepts of, like, is a hot dog a hamburger or taco? Like, that argument is basically... Yeah, a sandwich or a taco.
Hot dog is a taco.
You think a hot dog's a taco?
Yes.
I will agree that a hot dog is a taco. I think most people just say it because, like, a sub sandwich or something is what they say. But that's an example of entertainment philosophy, I think.
A sub sandwich is a taco.
Yeah. A sub sandwich is... You think a sub sandwich is... Okay, I'm gonna disagree with a sub sandwich being a taco. A sub sandwich...
It depends on if they separate the top bread from the bottom bread.
But that... No! A sub sandwich is a sandwich!
It is in the form of a taco. A taco is something that is...
Remember, I'm Mexican, says Israel. I think he'll have very specific opinions
Israel!
on what is or is not a taco.
Don't argue with me!
Play Sweet Hope Alabama on SpongeBob's headphones. That would be that would be the most ridiculous, silly meme for us to do on these live streams, is to have just some text that's saying, like, what SpongeBob's listening to, but not actually play the music. Like, to have some sort of, like, in-chat, like, bot that you would type text in, and then it's saying, oh, this is what SpongeBob's listening to, and it would show it on stream, but, like, it doesn't do anything. It's just what SpongeBob is listening to, not what we're listening to. That would be the dumbest meme.
About dumb memes?
It makes me want to really do it though. That's really funny. And then like new people who join the stream, they're like, why isn't it actually playing that music? And we're just all laughing because like, haha, you don't know. You don't know the inside joke. Oh, I love dumb humor. I think I've expressed this previously on a stream, but anti-humor, or anti-jokes, is my favorite thing. It's basically jokes that don't actually have a punchline, which sounds not funny, but it's all about the delivery. You have to kind of deliver it in a very awkward way, and if you're intentionally awkward, it's the best. Love that stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Pretty Patties. That's a good episode, too. Watermelons are sandwiches? Okay. They've gone a little bit fringe on the philosophy entertainment there. Yeah. What did I... Oh, I just switched tabs. I didn't know that was a shortcut for that. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, let me do a different shortcut because I was trying to save the program. Oh, you know what? How about I haven't saved this yet, so we should definitely start saving this. Project files, Photoshop, and this is going to be, what is this, shot 13, I think? I think this is shot 13. Lucky 13. Oh, it's 13, okay. Avatar, 13, background. Perfect. That was the most confusing 8 seconds of your life. Hey, bye, you have a good one. You have important matters to attend to. Very good. Have a good one. Are tamales dumplings? That is so, like, I feel like...
Are dumplings tamales?
Are dumplings tamales? I feel like neither is true because, you know, this is a weird concept because now we're just talking about different ethnicity versions of foods. And I feel like you shouldn't just say, like, we're looking at a long rectangle and a tall rectangle and asking if they're, like, if one is the other. Like, they're both rectangles, I think. We need to have a bigger category in what we're talking about. And I don't know if that works over there. I feel like we need to have, like, packaged... Is a dumpling a pie? Because a pie has interior, and then it's fully encased.
A pie that has a crust, though.
Yeah, a crust of a bready substance.
No, it's a separate crust.
I guess a dumpling is noodly, isn't it?
Yeah. A dumpling is all one thing. A pie has a crust, filling, and then a top. And not always a top.
Yeah. I always think it's funny that they call... Yeah, not always a top is the interesting thing, because they call pizza pies sometimes. Yeah, pizza is a pie, but it's a weird pie. It's like a... I don't think of it as a pie, I just think of it as pizza.
Meat pie.
It is a meat pie. I mean, meat pies existed. We don't have meat pies very often, at least not in America. I know in England they still do a lot of standard meat pies. Like lamb pies and stuff like that. Yeah. I have cookies. They're Jaffa cakes. This is a, I hope the lighting is not showing that. It's a sponge cake bottom with chocolate on top and a raspberry jelly in there. I love these things. These are very good.
You got those at Aldi, didn't you?
I did get those at Aldi. Any of you ever watched the old Yogg's Tale or Yogscast videos? One of the people on that YouTube channel just loves Jaffa cakes. Mm-hmm. Food inside dough, definitely. We have finished, I think, doing the rough Photoshop job to make it basically a blank canvas now. And now we have to convert it. And this is going to be the interesting part. So my first job here is I'm going to just try to put a filter on this. And this will be our first layer, is just a filter. Alright. This needs to go down here. I love the random. Were you listening to that song? Just randomly jumping into pen, pineapple, apple pen is quite humorous.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad start. Hey guys, look, I painted. I'm gonna paint over this for certain areas because this dabbled look doesn't work everywhere. It definitely doesn't look anime in certain places. But I think for this stuff back here, the stuff that's gonna get covered, it looks great. Especially for the stuff that's supposed to be blurry in the background, I think this dappled looks very good for blurry stuff. The pineapple pizza spam, yeah. Too bad we don't have that emote here, right? I couldn't find it. I wanted to add it to Discord and I couldn't find that same emote. Like the art, it was gone. And I thought it was like a standard Twitch thing. See ya, G. Alright, finally. About to actually art. I feel like I want to change the colors of some of these things. Like, I feel like I want to make everything that's yellow, Nickelodeon orange. I think I want to make all the red things gray. And then add in some, like, slime throughout. So we're gonna see if we can do that. Yeah. Yeah, they were, yeah, the pineapple on the pizza. There is pineapple on pizza emojis, as just proven in the chat. But there was a pineapple on pizza emote in Twitch, and couldn't find that image. Like, I looked for it. There's, like, websites that just have all the emotes that are on Twitch and stuff, and I couldn't find it. Okay. Let's do some color swapping first. I think they were illustrations. Yeah, I don't think they were, most emojis and stuff like that end up having an illustration element, unless they're like a picture of a person's face. I feel like people's faces are the only thing that aren't drawings when it comes to, emojis and stuff like that. Or emotes, specifically. Alright, let's go ahead and do gray. We're gonna see if we can make these walls... Oh, that's... You know what? I feel like I want a brownish gray, you know? Not too overstated on the gray. Ah, that's a cool pat. I like this. This gets a cool element to it. Because now it looks almost army factory, which is nice. I don't know if this will mesh well with the... Because it's almost green now. So I don't know if this is going to mesh well with the orange. And plus we're going to paint over this, but like as a first coat. Maybe we can get more red with it. And then a little bit more gray. Let's try this. Okay, that's almost just standard gray. That's okay, we'll add stuff over top it. As a base coat, this will work great. You're gonna try to recreate it? I mean, that would be appreciated. I would absolutely add that to the Discord if you do. And someday when we get to unlock emoji, we will someday, by the way, on this live streaming channel, unlock emotes. We will be able to, I'll add like, I think there's different tiers depending on, how does it work? How to get emojis, YouTube. Live stream. I actually have no idea how to Google this. Okay. YouTube gaming emotes. So they're an automated bonus for those who become members of your stream. You can create them to be in line with your brand. How to unlock them. You have to have at least 30,000 subscribers. Okay, so it's gonna be a ways away before we get emotes on this channel. Wow. What a big requirement for some pictures. It doesn't take up that much storage space, YouTube. What's up? Really? That's funny. And so from the start, whenever we do unlock it, I can add 20 emotes. And then the more like people who are members, which are paid members to the YouTube channel, then we could add more. But like that's not as important. 20 to start is great because then it adds like, what do you? Oh, never mind. Oh no, it doesn't start off with 20. That was when you get 20 when you have 250 members. Are you kidding? Wow.
That might change.
It might. I feel like they have to change it. That's like so pointlessly difficult to get to. And that was from 2021, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with time. I will not make a return to Twitch. I believe personally that Twitch is dying over the next 10 years, and I'd rather stick with YouTube because YouTube is a powerhouse, and it's owned by Google. It's not going anywhere. So, yeah. I was almost considering, like, multi-streaming, like, basically having one live stream that is broadcast to both Twitch and YouTube, but I feel like that's just way too complicated and also confusing on a viewer perspective. Like, do you watch the YouTube one or do you watch the Twitch one? And so, I just decided against that. Do 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 do. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a lot of these tiny little patterns, and so I think I have to do a layer on top and do like a blend mode here. So this is gonna look weird for a second, but it'll make sense once I'm done. Just paint entirely over it. You know what? I want a softer brush too. You should live stream on your TV? What does that mean? I don't even know how, what do you, like, live stream on broadcast television? Yeah, and two comment sections, right? Like, it would be tough to combine those. But apparently it's a thing, like, there's some people do it. There's whole, like, programs made around the concept of doing that. There's, like, a multi-stream program that somebody made. And I'm like, okay, I'm not about to also pay money for doing something that I don't even know if it's going to be that good to do. Use your TV camera? Oh, I don't think I have a camera on any of my TVs. That's weird. I didn't know TVs ever had cameras on them. I'm sure they do, but it's interesting. Okay. Alright, and so now if I just do a color overlay, there we go. Is that better? Mostly. I'm gonna preserve some of the colors down here because the ground, oh my goodness, just shrink everything there. Alright, preserve some of that ground color. Okay, gray is good there. We're good with everything else. And now we're about to get to the point where we paint over this. But I'm just trying to decide. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay, so we're gonna start with the ground, I think. Can I merge this down so I don't have to deal with it anymore? Perfect. There's a lot of layers here. So, I mean, we can cover the dirt ground, and then we're gonna have to add in, like, the orange on all of this stuff. Oh, you know what? Before we go, let's go ahead and actually fix the orange. Oh, I was on a perfect orange. I didn't want to change that. Ha! Let me not just do that. Oh, prom! Fun, fun. You have some very inventive ideas for live streams, and I'm sorry to report, I don't think I'm gonna do. I don't think we can do those. Not sure what all that would be entailing. How is SpongeBob's house underwater? This is a very good question. Must be like... Well, there's a lot of metal in his house. He's like got metal walls and stuff. So maybe that's what's weighing it down. Alright. I think this is gonna look good. I'm trying to look at this in a very vague state before we add the detail. And be like, does this look good in general? Does this big block of orange actually look good? And I think it does. Thankfully, enough of real-life factory equipment comes in orange, so this, like, it doesn't look out of place. Bro, is this just going cream colored? That's funny. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so now let's do real painting on top of all this. I think stuff like back here, I mean, I could maybe add a little bit of texture, but I feel like most of this stuff to the right, I'm good to just keep it as is, because it's going to get covered by this top layer anyways. Although not covered all that much, but I think it's going to be fine the way it is. It's this stuff that we need to have a lot more detail for. So, we're going to probably use mainly a standard just like soft brush. Like not really... Why is it not... Oh, because I'm in the wrong tool. Why is it not giving me brush tool options? So, probably just a soft brush. Just like standard, no texture. Maybe we'll add some texture for the sake of the ground here. But I think for the most part, really not worried about it. I wish I had some reference. I don't even know, like, I don't draw animate backgrounds ever. Here, can I get a Avatar, The Last Airbender backgrounds? Yeah. Avatar, The Last Airbender background. What do we got? What can I find? I doubt there's not going to be a factory setting in this show, but I can at least find a reference for general painting. Ba, ba, ba. I'm gonna let this serve as my reference. It's good enough. It doesn't really show me anything distinctly, but no, I just want to look at the image, please. Alright, so that's my reference. Pulling that to the side. The background is specifically for our newest movie trailer parody. Welcome, Bevo, by the way. I don't know if you were talking in the chat so far. Welcome. It's for Avatar, the movie with the blue people in it. And so it's only a 1.5-minute long trailer. I'm very excited about that because that means we should be able to complete this in a month instead of 2 months for our normal movie trailer parodies. But yeah, so this is we're doing Avatar, but it's also The Last Airbender as a parody. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get some browns. Kind of grayish browns, I guess. And honestly, this is where we just start like doing a lot of stuff, and hopefully the texture looks good once I've added enough of it. Ooh, okay. You know what? Let me go not full opacity, and maybe smaller brush. You know what? Not sure if I know how to do that. A ground is interesting. I feel like maybe if I'm just covering up the texture, and we'll get something cool out of it soon, hopefully. I'm gonna try to go swoopy. I think I gotta go swoopy with this. Livestream from space. If only. If only I had that capability. Oh, that's very dark. Might need to get some, like, thicker brushes in and add some texture detail. Because right now, this is an interesting, like, color pass, but... I feel like I'm missing something. Oh gosh, yeah, that does not look good. I'm not happy with that. Let's do what we tried with a previous background where I did a texture brush and then blurred it afterwards. And this might look good. There's gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Oh, gosh. I mean, that's hilarious, but that's gotta be just a scary movie for kids, right? Like, there's no way they're gonna make a Five Nights at Freddy's and try to make it advertised for adults. Because not many adults, I think, are gonna care. Five Nights at Freddy's is very popular amongst kids. What parents are gonna take their kids to a scary movie, too? That's a tough idea to do. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's is a really tough movie to try to make, because there's not the audience for it is very limited, despite as popular as it is. It's a very popular franchise, but I don't know how many people would watch a movie. Oof. Alright. That just... Okay, there we go, though. This is nice. The texture has absolutely improved this a ton. That actually looks like something now, and I'm very happy about that. Let's bring in a little bit of highlights. And we can bring the opacity down. See, I figure it out. It's all trial and error with art, but I figure it out in time. So we have before and after. I'd say that's an improvement. I'd hope it's an improvement. Can I just do a color overlay? Ooh. Oh, that does nothing. Okay. Well, luminosity is interesting. Or we can just do it back to normal and lower the opacity. I'm liking that. Liking it a lot. Oh, it got announced back in 2015. Chuck E. Cheese got a bad reputation. Chuck E. Cheese, let's be honest. Chuck E. Cheese is, it's definitely one of the weaker fast food franchises. Even for kids. It doesn't have a lot of staying power, you know? Chuck E. Cheese is something that was like born in the 90s, and it shows it. Like, you can definitely tell it's like, oh well, that's a quite 90s franchise right there. Every other franchise has kind of been able to adapt and change, but that one's one that's going to perpetually feel like this place feels old. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So funny how much of this music I had not heard before, and now I'm very familiar with it because we've been playing it during streams. All right, we're gonna get bigger size. I'm pretty happy with this ground texture. Just filling the area up here. It was in the 1970s, really. I guess they just really embraced the 90s style, because everything about it feels so 90s. Like the character costume designs, a lot of the colors, and the aesthetic. Then again, I was there when I was a kid, so I remember it mostly from like the early 2000s, which was... Early 2000s still felt like 90s, honestly. The 90s-esque like style lasted until like 2004, and that's before like actual 2000s stuff started popping up, like specific hairstyles and whatnot. But I'd say 2000s style just feels like a 90s part 2. The 2010s finally feels like something way different. That's when we got into like a lot of neon and stuff. Like the neon fashion was very big then, hipster fashion and stuff like that. But the early 2000s, really, when you look at pictures from the early 2000s and stuff, like the hairstyles and the things, like, it just looks like the 90s still. Yeah, the Winnie the Pooh horror movie. This could be banned. Banned by who? I mean... Sesame Street banned the movie from airing? That's interesting. Like for defamation reasons or something? I had not heard of that. Okay. Just picking things to do next. I kind of am okay with what these rocks look like. Let's go ahead and put in these handlebars. Handlebar mustache. I'm actually just going to copy the colors from here because it looks great. Okay. Ooh, you know what I can do? I need a really small brush for this. Alright. Okay. Straight lines are very tough when you're free-forming it. Oh no, I don't know how we're gonna make these handlebars look good. It's gonna be a lot of shading. Alright. If I can at least get the shapes good, that'll be a good start. I will say I'm not having a good time with doing these shapes, though. This is tough. Well, there's a reason I don't do all of the background art myself. The 90s started 30 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. I had some random things that popped into my... Like, there was a... You guys remember the Chug Jug With You song? It was like a Fortnite song that was really popular. And I found out that that was like 4 years ago or 3 years ago or something. That song was really popular and it was a big meme. I'm like, what? Memes are the craziest thing, because memes feel recent no matter when you think of a meme. And they're so old. Like... quick example. Vine memes. Vine feels like something that's like, oh yeah, you know. it was that not that long ago. I remember Vine, but Vine, it got started 9 years ago and didn't like it like ended later. When did Vine get closed? When did Vine shut down? Yeah, it was shut down in 2017. That's 5 years ago. So all of the Vine memes that you know, that's half a decade ago. Feel old now. Like, that's crazy. But time marches on. The new next thing pops up. Yeah, TikTok is Vine 2.0. Who knows how long? I feel like it's ironic that these short-form video services seem to not last all that long in real life, too. Like, Vine was a short-form video content, site, and it got shut down, like, only... What was that? Wait, yeah, that was... What did I say? I think it said it started in 2013, and it stopped in 2020 or 2017. So that was not. It wasn't even 5 years that it was on. And TikTok is very recent too. And now there's all this like FCC like government stuff that's trying to ban TikTok. I'm like, TikTok might get shut down too. And it's like, it's so funny how these short form video content websites just they don't last long. And it's ironic considering it's what their content is. This is such a hard shape to draw and to make look good. What are those vines? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're mentioning more cringe memes that I'd rather we not talk about. I do not like the shape. Sam, I am. I do not like it at all. fun fact, I don't know how many of you know this, the word nerd. It's a word that you think has, been part of the English language for quite a long time. I mean, how long do you think nerd has been existed? The first known usage of the word nerd, I can't say these words together. The word nerd, the first known usage of it, was by Dr. Seuss. Yeah. In one of Dr. Seuss's books, it's listing off a bunch of fictional animals that live on a place. I think it's actually in Horton Hears a Who or something. Yeah, I think it's actually no, it's not Horton Hears a Who, but like, it's one of the Horton books. I think it's the one where Horton is taking care of another animal or something. And so, let me see if I can find it in a picture form. That would be the best way. Yeah, Okay, yeah. So originally by Dr. Seuss in 1950, not that long ago. The word nerd was created in 1950 in If I Ran the Zoo. So that's the book. The book was If I Ran the Zoo. So if any of you guys remember that book or are familiar with it. Okay, and here is... Can I get this full screen? Here is the full book page. Here's the book page that it came from. So, Nurgle, Nerd, and a seersucker too. It was just like... The book... It was just basically a bunch of random things, and the idea was that if I had a zoo, I'd have all these kind of things in it. And it's a bunch of fictional animals. And so a nerd was just a random funny-sounding word that Dr. Seuss came up with. He's just like, alright, let's come up with some funny-sounding words for these random animals that don't exist. And somehow real culture took a hold of that word and started using it. But yeah, the first written time that the word nerd has ever showed up in a written book or anything in history, Dr. Seuss. And it wasn't even used to represent what it means today. Language is fun. We take sounds and we give them meaning. I hate these. I hate these little... Okay, let's see what we can do to make them better, but I do not like how these look so far. Can I just use the burn and dodge tool to give them shadows? I feel like that might be a really cheap way to do this. Okay, but it immediately makes it look better. Oh gosh, yeah. A shadow makes a world of difference. This went from being like a stick drawing to actually kind of turning into something. What day is Dr. Seuss at? What do you mean? Like, how old is Dr. Seuss the person? Because I don't think he's alive. How old would he be? That's a good question. What is today but yesterday is tomorrow? Hey, now we're getting back to philosophy. You thought it came from the sweets? Yeah, the sweets came later. The Nerds ropes and stuff. And funny that I went to the Nerds ropes, but no, the Nerds candy came later. That's the word nerd in Spanish? That's so funny. Ñoño. That's funny. So in Spanish then, is that does that word mean specifically nerd, or does it also include like geek? Because I know that there's been, in English at least, we have a big difference between nerd, which is the idea of somebody who's really more like book smarts. Like a nerd is somebody who's good at math, you know, but a geek is somebody who likes Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff. So is there words for that? I assume there is. Okay. Cool. Very neat. I think it's also a funny thing about language in general, is how much different words that just get started in one language just get used in the others and not translated. Like, sometimes most of the times they are, right? Like, because every language has their own way to pronounce words, their own ways to write them down. So most of the time, words will get translated and become something new. I think the craziest thing that's very funny to me, and it's something that you don't know until you start learning other languages, is... Or freaks, that's funny. Oh, it's a name of a character, and so it's just attributed to people? That's funny. But like the name of countries. You are born in a specific country and you go to school and you're taught the names of all the other countries until you find out that in those countries they call themselves a different sounding word. And that is weird. It's like, wait a minute. Why are we calling it the wrong thing? Like Moscow, Russia. They don't say those words. They don't. I guess that's part of the translation thing, isn't it? That's part of the, in our language, we're taking another language and saying, okay, we can't pronounce these words because it's not English, and so we'll make a new word that we will call them because we're not going to accept what they call themselves. And I think that's a very funny thing. Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, I can't go back on this. Yeah, Germany, we call it Alemania. Yeah, every language does it. Every language calls all the countries different things. And it's just whatever makes sense, I guess, with the specific language. Whatever that specific language, like there's different, pronunciation rules, different things that you're used to. Sometimes there's even just like general practices for what, like for example, in English at least, almost all the countries start and end with A. Asia, Antarctica, America, South America, Africa. Like there's all these AA. And then there's Europe, which still starts and ends with a vowel, just not an A. And then any of them that I'm forgetting, Australia starts and ends with an A. So that's a weird thing, but at least in English, all the countries are starting and ending with the same letter. I actually so this is something I've never even thought about. Are what the countries are not the continents. Continents is something I take for granted. Like, oh yeah, Asia, America, South America, Africa. I just take that for granted. But I never have ever in my life considered what they're called in other languages. What the continents are called. Okay, this is cool. This is continent names in local languages. So, Antarctica. So there's no people indigenous to Antarctica, but there are a number of countries that have set up year-round research stations there. So in German, Antarctica is Antarktis. Norwegian, it is Sydpolen, which looks like South Pole, right? Yeah, they just call it South Pole land, basically. Antarcticus. So they're all very similar, but then Spanish, I'm not going to pronounce this A part right because I'm not exactly sure what vowel that is, but it's Antarctica. So it's all very similar though, but it's just like, it's different. Every country calls it it. So Africa, in Zwania? Zwana? Yeah. So for most of them, they're similar though. Like this is the one that like, it seems very similar. Most of the actual languages from the place call it similar. Afriki, Africa, and so that was easier for us to pronounce in the other languages. So this one pulls through. This Africa is simple enough that every language kind of just says, yeah, that's a good way to pronounce it. We can pronounce it that way. Wow, Asia is very different in Vietnamese. In Japanese, it's the same. Okay. In Portuguese, it's the same. French, they add an L because they're French. La Asia. La Asia. La Asia. Maybe it's silent. It might just be Asia. Oh, this is funny. Asia. Azija? That's interesting. Oh, yeah, it's Russian. Azija. That's funny. Yazoo. Chinese is quite different there. Okay, Europe. Oh yeah, Europa and stuff, right? Like, yeah, some of them call them Europa. Some of them call it Europa. Europa, yeah. Most of these are the same. Europe pretty much sounds the same in all the languages. North America, this one I feel like is gonna get. Whoo! Look at that one. In Nahuatl, it's Axachitlan Miglamta. That is interesting. I guess one of those words must be north and the other is... That's cool. So cool. Nord America. Nice, Nord. Very good. Oceania, which Oceania is the Australia area. Africa is the most historic continent. Well, Africa and the Middle East. I guess if we're just talking about continents, Africa, we can say that, yeah. But, I mean, the north part of Africa, and then the part of the Middle East that touches Africa, that is the most historic part of the world, I'd say. Like, and then separately, on the other side, Asia. Like, those are the two pockets of, like, oldest history stuff, but mainly Middle East and Africa. But yeah, if we're just going to talk about a specific continent, I will agree with that. Oceania, yeah, it pulls through very well. So, okay, these aren't as different as I thought they were going to be. I feel like country names get changed a lot more. But still, this is so cool. Like, I love language. This is almost another philosophical thing that we're talking, another philosophical topic. There's an island named McDonald's. Nauet. That's how you pronounce it? Oh. Oh, is that an L? Okay. Nahualt. One of those was hopefully right. Neat. I love that stuff, though. I want to continue. I started learning Spanish, and the hardest thing about learning a language is you need somebody to practice it with. You just forget it so easily if you don't use it. And that's the problem with the American education system, is I learned it, and then, well, I forgot it. Kind of. I can mostly read Spanish. Yeah, it's an L. Okay, thank you. I can mostly read Spanish, but I can't speak it, and I can really not understand it when I'm listening to it either. But I have that starting practice, and so I've got that basis of knowledge, and I wish I could just, like, I wish I could have the time. Time is also a tough thing in life, huh? Bill Nye the Science Guy's brothers. I am not Bill Nye the Science Guy's brother. Funny question. How many of you guys watched Bill Nye in school? I don't doubt that there's an island named McDonald's. There's a lot of islands in the world. It's not too difficult to have one and name one. Sid, the science kid. Nice. Yeah, good. All you do is watch okay, yeah, so also watching television and stuff in other languages, that's a very good way to continue to learn language. Especially if you rewatch stuff, like if you're just getting into it, rewatching something that you already know. Like rewatching your favorite movie in another language, and you can start to pick up, like you already know the story, so you already know what they're saying. And then that's a good, like, starting spot. And then from there, just watching movies in other languages with subtitles. But yeah, that's a good practice when you don't get to actually speak it and talk to people in it. That's how you've kept your English. There you go, that's fair. You communicate very well through text, at least. Very well. Alright, let's see if we can get highlights using the same effect that I just did. I'm not too confident that this will work as well as the shadows did. Because that burn tool is kind of specifically made for that, and this is not specifically made for what I'm about to use it for. Yeah, no, it looks like it's literally doing nothing. Okay, cool, it did nothing. Alright, from a distance, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go ahead and add some highlights just on a new layer. We're going to a smaller brush. Do 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 do. Classic song right here. All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna step away from the computer for a quick second. I'm gonna be right back to check something. And I am back. Back indeed. Your mom let you watch Adult Swim. That is a mistake. Oh, man. Adult Swim ain't where it's at. That's it's got a lot of stuff on there. Let's get a highlight color. I need to stop doing that. Do 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 do. I guess this works as a highlight color. I might add a little bit of yellow to it. All right. Now we jump back in. Okay, I gotta be very smooth to this. I wanted to do sketchy, but I can't do sketchy. I gotta just go more careful with it. This is tough. Why is it so tough? Let me go softer brush. Alright, and maybe erase. Okay, that's what I have to do. I have to do a little bit of a combo of erasing and drawing. Does that look good? Question mark? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I even like it. This is, I think, the weakest part of this right now is this part right here. Again, this is why we hire artists, to do some of the more important shots. I do stuff like this. Simpsons, yeah. We Bare Bears is super good. I hadn't seen it in a long time, though. Oh, gosh. I haven't seen that in a few years, actually. But I did enjoy it when I watched it. It's got some very fun characters. Let's do these middle lines first because I realized my eraser tool is removing the tops when I want to keep them. I know you're joking, but that's a weird joke, so I'm gonna say let's not let's not do that, okay? He also did not actually do that. That is a mishearing. Because also, no, I'm actually thinking of a different moment. But I can promise you Patrick has never said that in the actual show. He literally has not, and I can promise you he hasn't, but I'm not going to argue about it. But, he has not. Mainly because that would have been impossible legally. There's not a single curse word that really makes it through into, SpongeBob. Or any Nickelodeon show. Yeah, it was a mishearing, so there's a couple of those. Yeah. Fair enough, Bevo, fair enough. Did this brush get not soft? What happened to it? Yeah. No, it's at 0. Okay, I guess it just, that's the limits of how soft I can get. It's still 3 pixels wide. Alright, I need to move on from these handrails because I just feel like I just can't improve them anymore. So what am I gonna do about this whole Minecraft run idea? Yeah, no, they curse in the new iCarly. They made it for adults. It's weird. I know it's supposed to hit the nostalgia of the people who were kids when iCarly first came out, but I don't know. It's a weird concept. And they don't have Gibby. Gibby is like such an important, integral character. How do you have iCarly without Gibby, honestly? They should have just canceled the whole show once the Gibby actor said no. Oh, this is tough. Alright. He died in the story? Did they say he died? That's a way to do it. Because the actor sure didn't die. The actor is still alive. Did they really say in the show that Gibby died? Because that would be insane. That's funny. So, I have discovered that, along with metal textures, handrails. I don't like them. I don't like drawing them. This is not easy. I'm having to be super careful. And, even when I'm super careful, you know, we already know the result. The result will be as it is. Alright, let's take a look at it from a distance. Good enough. Not gonna touch that anymore. Really, that is good enough. I actually don't know what happened to Technoblade recently. I know that he was battling with I think it was cancer, right? I don't know if anything's actually happened. I don't know. You just said Gibby died. How am I supposed to know? I can't tell if you're memeing. Okay, let's go. Did he really? Now how am I supposed to know you're not memeing that? No, I assume you're not memeing about a real person dying. But that sucks. Wow. Wow, that's why, okay, I now realize why there's been so many thumbnails and stuff about him, which, now I just got that anger feeling of like, oh great, a person died and now a bunch of YouTubers are capitalizing on it, making videos about it. Just, that made me upset, sorry. I don't like that. I don't like that aspect of YouTube culture where it's like, oh, somebody dies, and it's like, hey, everybody make a video about it. Get those views. But in reality though, that's so sad. I know he was... That's gonna be so tough. He's got a big audience too. It's a big audience of kids to deal with that. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, but yeah. And then you... Is that a joke? Ugh, you better not tell me it's a joke. I gotta Google this now. You're gonna put me on an emotional roller coaster. I'm about to have to stop looking at chat while I work. You can't just tell me that people are dead and then they not be. Okay, yeah, he passed away. Oh my gosh, he was a year younger than me. He was a cool guy. Absolutely amazing. You know? One of the more inspirational and positive YouTubers. Which is nice, you know? We need more of those people. More people who are going to bring that positivity to the world. Especially when there's people who are making content for kids. There's a lot of people who will just completely ignore the fact that they have a kid audience. And they'll be cursing and they'll be doing all this stuff. And so... it's nice to have those people who actually care about the fact that their audience is children. We don't have enough of those, I feel. You know, so... yeah. Sad, but yeah, really sad. It's a little bit of a downer for the stream. But that's real life, unfortunately. Patrick got hit by a baseball. Cool. You jump back and forth with your comments. You go between really real stuff and then just complete meme sentences. I don't know what to expect from you. You're trying to keep me on my toes, aren't you? Merge layers. Alright. I feel like this whole stream is going to be just doing this one background, but I'm kind of okay with that because at the end of the day, this is a giant background with a lot of detail, so I expect that. These are going to be interesting. I feel like I actually, you know what? I might have better luck smudging this texture to get the look that I want. So let's try using the smudge tool. I don't know what size brush I need, but I have a feeling... Oh, I'm not on the right layer. Watched Martin, the show? I've not. I've not seen that show. Is it good? I assume you like it. Oh no, don't ever trust free Robux. That is I learned my lesson back when I was a tad lad. Free Robux is never to be trusted. Oh yeah, this smudge tool is working very well. I might add a little bit of paint on top. But this is preserving that texture fairly well. Yeah, I need to add like a shininess. I feel like there's not a big white like shine line that needs to be here. And also I need to cover up the blurry edges now that I've done. Oh yeah, you know what? Just using the smudge tool on the filter looks really good. Not scam. Free Robux, not scam. Get some free V-Bucks. That's what the Fortnite one is, right? V-Bucks? Yeah. I always thought it was funny. Does Roblox still have... Back in the day, you could make advertisements on Roblox. And you could advertise your world. Like your little Minecraft... You could advertise your Roblox place on the website itself. And it would show up as an advertisement bar. Do they still do that? Do they have, like, community-created ads, or did, like, somebody ruin it for the rest of them, and they had to stop that service because of something that people put on there? You still can? Okay. Neat. Do they have normal ads on there, too? Like, just so that the Roblox company makes money, or is it only the fan-made ads? Because back when I was doing it, it was only fan-made ads. It was really interesting, but it felt like an entirely different internet, because you only saw, like, a bunch of advertisements made by kids, and not a single real advertisement. It was a weird world. It was a weird website to be on in that aspect of, like... It felt different. It felt disconnected from the rest of the internet. So, do you know if they have regular ads on there these days? Or does Roblox make enough money by selling Robux? Ah, the Will Smith meme. That's one meme we missed out on. We want to make a meme channel, and we keep thinking about it, but not acting on it just yet, because we've been so busy with the other projects. Okay, but it's still for the game of Roblox. That's cool. Yeah, I liked that vibe as a kid, and I feel like that's a very, very, like, honorable vibe, you know? It's like, it's in a world where everybody has ads just because, I mean, it's necessary, right? Like, we have ads on our YouTube channel because that's how we make money. That's how we actually have a career. So ads aren't a bad thing, but in a world of ads, it's super unique to have a website, especially a gaming website for kids, and have it feel different, you know, have it be disconnected, and it's real cool. I really appreciate that from them. Oh my gosh, smudging it made a world of a difference. I feel like I should do that throughout this whole thing. I don't think this painterly stuff is going to look good on the factory machinery, though. I feel like I have to go through with line work here, just because it looks good on smooth textures, like the... Yeah, no, we're going to have to cover that up. Hey, thank you to hello to you, Caden Lee. Sorry, I'm not good at pronouncing words. Just in general. Names are even harder, but I can't even pronounce words right. And if you follow the streams enough, you would know that already. But hello to you as well. Or to whoever it is that is next to you that's saying hi. Spoger, your comments are getting unhinged. Can we chill? Can we chill? You are getting more and more meme by the minute, and my brain cannot handle it. I'm just letting you know. That's okay. If you don't feel good, honey, it's okay. No. Are you saying no chill as in you will chill, or that you're disagreeing?
I could mute you.
We could listen to the banhammer will fall. No chill just sounds like it would be like you could have a T-shirt that just has the words "no chill" on it. Comic Sans, just a black T-shirt with Comic Sans just says "no chill." I'm sorry that you don't feel good. People are... Yeah, Shrek is the ultimate meme format. He's just, I mean, to be honest, they had a very meme style with those movies. Like, all of the soundtrack is modern day music, or at least modern at the time, like 2000s era music. But it's a fantasy world with 2000s era music that, like, the characters are singing sometimes. It's such a meme of a movie series already, so it works so perfect for modern day memes as well. I think Shrek built itself with that sort of comedy in mind. Alright. That looks good. I think, honestly, I'm very close to being done with this. I just need to add some, I really don't like these handlebars. Is it just... You know what? Maybe it's because they don't have shadows. I was just trying to figure out why they just don't look good. So let's go ahead and grab like a brown.
Hi.
She says hello.
I found a kitty.
You found a kitty. Aw, what a good kitty.
What a kitty.
What a kitty. I feel like I put the highlights on wrong compared to the rest of the scene. Oh no, that's bad. We'll still make the shadows go this way. Oh my gosh. As if doing the actual handles themselves wasn't difficult enough, the shadow is much worse. This takes so much focus. They did basically turn iCarly into an Adult Swim show. It is a weird choice. I still don't know if I agree with it. I mean, I don't actually. I think it's a weird choice. I mean, I haven't watched it, and I feel like I'm a target audience. I loved the original iCarly, and I'm an adult now. So it seems like they're targeting me, but I've seen clips of it, and it just seems a little cheesy. Like, it's not done in a way that I think would make an adult show normally entertaining. I think it's just like, oh hey, this feels like it's made for kids, but it curses. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like an adult show, it feels like a kid's show that curses. Gosh. shadow angles are tough. Oh no! Running for the charger. I appreciate that. Let's see. That does.
So if I fall silent, I fought Valiant.
I appreciate you being here. It's all good. I'm happy to hang out, and oh, I keep doing that. Why is Photoshop so sensitive to me clicking the top of it and like entirely moving the whole program?
Connor Jonathan is not gonna say that.
I am not gonna say that. I am not the kind of streamer that is going to be baited to saying any words just because people ask. So I'm setting the precedent now. Because that's also the awkward thing that some streamers will do, is they're like, oh, sure, I can say that. And then eventually people will ask for things that they're not comfortable saying, and like, oh, I wish I didn't start doing that. So I'm just going to start strong. I'm starting ahead. I'm not going to say things that people recommend me say. No exceptions. No exceptions!
Hey, Beppy, can you say?
I don't know if you heard her, but she just said, oh, hey, honey, can you say, and as if she was going to tell me to say something. Good joke. Good humor. Alright, we're nearly done. I think the last thing I want to do is add some actual sharp paint lines onto this bit of machinery and onto this, and then I forgot that I want to add like Nickelodeon slime in places. And there's not really great places to put that, so...
Have it dripping from the crane.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I can turn this into like a conveyor belt and have a bunch of like piles of slime on it. Because I don't know what it's supposed to be in the original.
I mean, it looks like a crane to me.
It does look crane-like. I have not labeled any of these layers. I am a unorganized artist today. Is he being a good kitty? Oh, what a gift! So we've got two kitties, and one of them is a little bit less social than the other, and doesn't cuddle very often. And she's being very kind and giving wonderful cuddles right now. So it's, you know, it's probably true. Oh, she's purring. What a gift. Oh, I see what you're spelling now. I couldn't tell what you were saying, but you're saying material girl. I was like, what is those? But what is that like jammed bunch of letters that you just put your hand on the keyboard?
I thought it said growl.
Material growl.
Well, I didn't think that said growl when he said it previously.
Ah, gotcha.
We do have HBO Max.
Yeah. Cartoon Network.
We have seen Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends before.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I don't think I'm gonna revisit it in my life, probably. I enjoyed it as a kid, but I don't think it's one of the shows that I'd like rewatch. Our kids are gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a good show.
It is really good. Maybe I'll rewatch it once my kids are watching it, huh? Which we don't have any plans for that anytime soon.
No, we don't. Busy making cartoons.
Busy making.
Yes, Israel the kitty is a gift.
Yes.
It's Luna. We adopted Luna from a shelter. So she was like a stray before we got her. So she is a lot more like fidgety and skittish. We got Mabel. We adopted Mabel as well, but we adopted Mabel when she was like a month old. So she is very much more a person than a cat.
Yes. Yeah, Mabel is very accustomed to a indoor, you know, suburban life.
Luna's getting used to it. She's just a little slower.
Slower on the uptake.
It's weird though, because we've had her for so long. She's definitely gotten better since she got that tooth out.
Yes. It is so hard to do good, like, texturing in paint. I don't know how artists That's the end of the sentence.
I don't know how artists.
I don't know how artists. Do 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 do.
Hey Spotter, I thought you were done with that.
I thought you were done with the memes.
I'm just saying, we'll say different random stuff.
Yeah. I mean, say whatever you'd like as long as it's not, like, against our rules, but, I can promise you I won't be responding to Slay memes anymore because I've lost the funny bone for that.
No more bones of funny.
No more. I lost my bones. Where's the bones? Hello, sir. Can you help me find my bones?
I enjoyed snuggling with you, Luna. Thank you very much.
She has very, very seldom snuggles. She will snuggle, and then she says, "Alright, I'm done."
She tried to get up once, and I stopped her and held her for a little bit while longer.
A little hyper today. Man. Do 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 do. I feel like I'm just drawing lines. Like, this is a really tough area to actually add texture and make it meaningful. At least I'm better at animation than I am at painting.
That's a very good point, yeah.
Hey, you have a good one! Thank you for joining us for as long as you've been here. It's been good. You have a good one. Fun fact, our next stream is our game night stream. Our community game night. So that'll be exciting. We'll publicize that on JChaseFilms as well, so we should get some new people. Ooh, I have to absolutely make sure I get the, like the live subscriber counter stream notification stuff set up before then, because I want people to be like, oh, I should definitely subscribe. I can help this number get higher. So I gotta get that working. Everything is awesome. The original Lego movie was amazing. I haven't seen the sequel. And I heard the Lego Batman movie was very good too. Invalid number. Apparently, yes, thank you. What did I do? Huh? I made a star. Check it out. That was weird.
That's not a star. That's a flower.
Online class games like coolmathgames.com. Is that what you're talking about? Or you just mean the Jackbox games that we were playing last time?
Or do you mean,
Kahoot?
Kahoot, yeah.
Do you mean Kahoot? Alright, is that looking any better? It's at least looking like I actually painted it instead of just put a filter, which is better. It's definitely better to make it look like it had that. I feel like I might need to go in with like just the color black and maybe try to make some outlines or edges. Because otherwise, I mean, it's just become it's still just a giant mesh of nothingness. Like this is just colors. It doesn't mean anything. Let's try to add an outline. I'm actually gonna give a name to this layer. And this is going to be very small, probably 2. That's the thing, those anime backgrounds normally don't even have outlines. It's just very realistically painted, but I'm not good at that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we did the same thing. We had kids mode, and we also had a moderator, so...
family friendly, don't say kids.
Family friendly, yeah, we had family friendly, and then we had a moderator making sure that people's stuff that they entered was good. The moderator was our very own Katrina Chase. Okay, yeah, maybe we can get some cool stuff going on with these outlines. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just gonna keep going until it works. Fake it till I make it. Oh, sure, I can say that that might be improving this. You know what I'm gonna do? Make this line go all the way across. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Yeah, the murder mystery party. Trivia murder party. Wow, sorry, hon. Good Wii Sports Resort right here. This is where it's at. I don't know why I'm using my mouse when I've got the pen. Yeah. We don't like it when it happens to us either. Our latest video was targeted as made for kids, and we're like, stop it. No, we tried to, argue against it and say that it wasn't, and they still kept it there. And that was very unfortunate. But YouTube has all the control, and so there's nothing we can do about it. But trust me, I know that pain. When we work for like many months, you know the work we put into these videos, and then they're just like, oh hey, by the way, your video is now not going to be watched by anybody because we marked it as made for kids.
And the one that is going to be watched is going to be demonetized.
Yeah, right? brush get smaller? Just put no words in the video. That makes it more made for kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if it's just no words with music, YouTube immediately says, "Oh yeah, that right there, that's made for kids."
This one's probably getting marked as made for kids.
Maybe. We'll see. See, but then that's where it goes too far, and we don't want to make content where it's like Mickey Mouse becomes emo. That's not the kind of content we want to make. We actually enjoy making content that isn't horrible. And unfortunately, you have to make horrible content just to assure that you don't get marked. Even people who make horrible content, it'll still get marked made for kids, and then they're like, okay, YouTube just isn't watching these videos anyways. It's not like they actually know. Alright. Add some outlines in here. Oh, does it look more intentional? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, like Big Mouth the show? Yeah, that's hilarious because it's super not made for kids. That's funny. It's a broken system, but like they rushed a system out so that they wouldn't get more lawsuits from the government. What can you do? I have seen How To Basic. How To Basic is definitely... Why, are you going to say that their videos were made for kids at one point? Because that'd be really funny. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen How To Basic. I haven't seen a lot of Filthy Frank. Filthy Frank specifically is not the kind of content I like. When it comes to content like that, it's like, How To Basic is a bit more my style, because it's just ridiculous. But yeah, definitely also not made for kids. It is concerning, yeah. How To Basic is just chaos. I think How To Basic's, like, biggest redeeming concept is the idea of how funny it would be if somebody was looking for a real tutorial and clicked his videos. I think that's the funniest concept about his whole channel, is just that idea. Outside of that, it's just like, wow, this guy sure has made doing a whole lot of nothing a career for himself, hasn't he? His whole career is just trash his house and then clean it up after he's done filming. Heck, he probably has enough money, he might not even have to clean it up himself anymore. He probably pays somebody to clean up his house each time he films. Yeah. I can promise you that's probably what happens, is he used to probably have to clean his own house, but then, like, he's made a full career. He's got millions of views in every single video he's got. He absolutely has a cleaning career that comes through. Because it gets messier as time goes on, too. Like, he just destroys his house. Yeah. Alright, this is slightly more organized. I need to add some highlights. This is missing that, like, glow highlight. Yeah, that's why I don't watch Filthy Frank. Hey, welcome, studio. All right, well, hey, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by anyways, and happy belated Canada Day. Nice.
Pop in and pop out.
Yeah, you popped in and popped out. Well, thank you for joining us, and thanks for saying hi. I appreciate that. Okay, this is a texture that I'd like to get closer to the real anime style, but the real anime style is very detailed and complex, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh, you know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna use a chunky brush and then blur it, and this might get me what I want.
Yeah, Israel's not here to help. Does he normally help you with the brushes?
Yeah. Alright, so it looks like snow. We're gonna ignore that it looks like snow. I'm gonna go even thinner. Add a big long line. Are we not? Oh, it's just very thin. I need to go a little less than that. Excuse me. Fine, we won't use that brush because apparently it doesn't want to. It is too lazy to do any work for me today. I have a doubt that that is true. There is absolutely no way that that is true, but I'm certain that he represents that with his personality as if it is true. It's kind of crazy the amount of content that is on YouTube that's like that, like the weird stuff. But I realize I don't want to invite talking about all the weird stuff, let's be fair.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go away from this topic, please. I don't want to talk about all the crazy stuff. What's your, let's talk about something different. What's your favorite YouTuber? Or what's maybe the not me, don't say me, because I want to talk about something else. Yeah, but what is like an inspiring or really cool YouTube channel that you guys watch? Again, don't say me. I'm just curious to hear about what other YouTube channels are out there that you guys watch. I've been watching a lot of, I can tell you, Jimmy here. Jimmy here's got... okay, maybe not exactly kid-friendly. It's in the middle ground, but it's funny because he definitely has a kid audience. Like, you can definitely tell.
So does, like, Logan Paul.
Yeah, so does Logan Paul. But he does his react videos, or his try not to laugh videos, where he's with his live stream chat, and they send him videos to try to make him laugh. And a lot of those videos can get very suspicious, but it's still funny. And his reactions to stuff is funny. I guess this kind of looks like an anime glow. It's about as close as I can get it to it. Honestly, I'm just gonna put a giant block of shadow texture in and see if this helps. Oh, it's not doing anything. Why not? Oh, because I'm on the eraser tool. Hey, let's get blurry, please. Alright, so specifically, I'd like to select the opposite of this big color layer. I thought she was having a hairball. She was just accidentally hitting the cardboard box.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, this is not exactly what I want. Let's see if I can... No! Okay. You guys have no favorite YouTubers to talk about?
Seriously.
Do you guys not watch YouTube? Yeah, Brian Hull, he's awesome. Love it, very good. Hey, William. Think Noodles, I have not heard of Think Noodles. Cartoony Minecraft videos? That's fun. I think I might be familiar with the cartoony Minecraft videos you're talking about. Well, I might just be thinking of something different. I might be thinking of just random artists. Boom, boom. Love it. Well, those are good. Brian Hull's fun. I haven't seen his channel in a long time, though. Is the eraser tool just not doing anything? Did I... There we go. Maybe I just need to make it lighter. Oh, it's more of a texture, unless Alright. I'm gonna call that done just because I don't want to work on it anymore. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Put the glow highlight on top. Alright. Athmau. Interesting to pronunciate. Pronounce.
Yeah.
Oh, they're full 3D animations. Okay. I see. Yeah, no, I had not seen their videos at all. They get 13 million subscribers. Good on them. When do I get 13 million subscribers?
Right.
Whew. Good on them. Gotta keep making these videos. I have not seen Vincent Matola's videos. Dino Scar. Nice. Very nice friend. Alex Clark. Very funny.
There's a lot of Alexes I get them.
You mean Alex Bale?
No, I actually meant Alex Myers.
Oh, that's so funny. There's a lot of Alexes on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, stop hitting the cardboard box. You're freaking me out. Okay. Man, I might just have to do something else in return to this, because as of right now, as I'm staring at this, I'm just like, wow, this is some hot garbage. I feel like we're going to have to blur it so much to make it look good, and I wonder if just removing these might help. Either that or we're going to blur it a lot. Just not super sold on what I've done.
I think it looks like an anime version of the other background.
Alright, I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and... Hey, welcome back! Why is it doing this? That was really weird. I was like trying to move the entire canvas one way and it was just bouncing the other way. Okay. I'm tempted to just condense all... No, let's not condense it down. Keep making new layers. I appreciate the compliments. Art is not easy though, that is for sure. Hi.
What does a banana and Mario have in common?
I don't know if this is gonna be a real punchline. Alright, I appreciate that, studio. A banana and Mario have in common?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. It's probably a potassium joke. I don't know. What do they have in common? I don't know if I recognize any of these YouTubers. Emplemon, I've seen theirs. I've seen Emplemon stuff. Crazily enough, Emplemon is actually the only person I recognize in your list. Huh.
Yellow?
Because Mario has, like, yellow buttons? That's a big comparison. But fair enough. They do indeed both happen to have yellow. Oh, that is way too small. What am I doing? Can't even see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's always nice for animators to make references to stuff like that. What that is the animator is trying to have extra fun outside of just like, oh hey, I have to make an animation for a job, you know? That's how we have our fun, is putting references in like that. Because otherwise, animation is just this. You're staring at a screen and looking at things until you're like, oh, the pixels look good. Otherwise, it's just staring at a screen while pixels look bad to you. Art is very tough like that, especially when you compare your work to other artists. That's the worst. It's a bad habit I try to stay away from, but it's still very tough not to. Oh, that was weird. I didn't want that. Hey, welcome back. Did I already... Yeah. Hi, Matthew. Time consume all. It's not actually animated? Oh, that's funny. Looking at their thumbnails, I thought it was all animated. It's so funny. They do a good job tricking me then. A few like beams and cross beams here. That looks pretty good. They animate if there was a compilation of previous videos. I see. That might be what I saw. Just by searching up their username, I probably saw like their most viewed videos, which would be the ones that have like the more effort in them, probably. I thought you wheezed. All right. I wonder if I have any... Okay, I'm gonna try to just see if I can type in, like, the word slime or stuff. Slime storage. And let's see if we can find a font that doesn't look bad. Aquarius maybe. That's actually not bad. Oh, do I need to rasterize this? Okay. Oop, not warp, I want distort. This might work out. Alright, and now we'll go back to warp. Because I need to curve out the middle and make this round. I don't know if I'm sold on this. Maybe it's actually gonna be like white text on an orange like square. That might look better. Or you know what? I can just have it be the same gray. So layer, color overlay. You should do the bikini bottom in Minecraft. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I have to figure it all out because I know I want to do Minecraft content. I just don't know. You know, I'm trying to figure out exactly what kind of content. Maybe I'll still do build bikini bottom in Minecraft, but maybe not to the degree I was planning to. Maybe not do it in hardcore mode or something, or like save that for a different playthrough. That's the characters from the thing, that's fun. Or the people, at least, the players. Let's go ahead and create a orange square right here. Hey, welcome Dylan! Welcome to the stream! I am poorly attempting to to paint. Doing my best, doing my best. But I've got some struggles with the specific canvas and the specific style I'm going for. So very eccentric is what you're telling me, Bebo. I mean, that's the good gamers these days are very, you know, especially if you get a group of people who can have like funny interactions with each other. You're basically making a cast of characters. Alright. Edit. Fill. Actually, I don't know if this is the color that I wanted to fill it with. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go color overlay. Ooh, color's not good enough. Did I see your comment? I'm not sure. Vincent Matola? I mean, I also just don't watch YouTube all that much, so I can't promise you I'm gonna start watching somebody just because you recommend them. but I appreciate the sharing. So he's like a comedian kind of person. Pretty neat. Probably not my style, but I appreciate it. I don't watch a lot of like individual comedian people videos, you know, they're just like doing skits and stuff. I rarely watch skits. I feel like the only people I watch skits of, and I barely even watch their videos, are like Gus Johnson. Can't even think of anybody else. He's got some of the funnier stuff that I've found. I literally can't think of another person I'd watch their skits for. You know what's funny, that there's videos that I see the thumbnails for all the time, but I never click the link, never click them because I'm like, oh, it's not my style, is the musician skits. There's a lot of YouTubers who'll do like musician skits, and I'm just like, not sure, that's not my style. Alright, does that look good? Maybe I need to actually go fully white with the lettering. Ah, that's somewhat better. Oh gosh, what if I go black? It's like I can't read the words and I have to make them readable. If I can't read them in a picture, they will not be readable when it's moving. Alright, we're gonna keep it white. I do not watch Kid Behind the Camera. And yes, I do love SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a fantastic show. As you might imagine, we have, you know, basically built the entire channel around it, so it's something that we enjoy. We certainly don't dislike it. I might need a nap after the stream. Or at least lunch. Maybe. Just hungry. We got the leftover ribs, but I might just make another sandwich. Yeah, I'll try them. I'll try one. If I'm like, oh, it's tasty, then I'll keep eating it. Wow, that's tasty. What am I, a cartoon character? You said yes? I am a cartoon character. Alright. Oh, I forgot there's the whole, like, second layer of this as well. Let me try this to work on the second layer. I'll come back to this. Yeah, they always make you laugh. That's good. That's good. I mean, I think laughter is probably the best focus for me when it comes to a YouTube video. I like watching funny stuff. I watch actually, so I listen to a lot of YouTube videos too. Like, with the exception of obviously out of stream right now, I listen to, you know what, let me try to hit this with a paint. Oh gosh, I gotta figure out what I want to represent the spider bot as. I feel like I'm just gonna do 2D art for a character design for the robot instead of having it actually be painted. I feel like I'm gonna make it too complex if I paint it. But I listen to a lot of things. So I'm a huge fan of the video game series, The Elder Scrolls. And so I listen to a lot of videos that are just people talking about Skyrim and like explaining the lore, the story, the characters. I listen to that stuff a lot. I don't watch the videos. The visuals are more often than not just a bunch of B-roll. Just a bunch of just random shots of the game's like environments and stuff. So that's not the important part, it's just listening to it like it's a podcast. Okay. See if I can't make this look slightly more painterly and not pixelated. I'm actually gonna need a soft brush for this. lately have I gone out to a restaurant? We just went to Hibachi yesterday. Have you ever had hibachi? Hibachi is amazing. It is when it's the chef who is like making the food in front of you and he's doing all the cool tricks. And I will say that it was pretty much like, I'd say in my memory, one of the top 3 hibachis I've ever gone to. The guy who was doing it, the chef, was amazing, very talented, very funny. I was having a fantastic time with that. Yeah, so we love hibachi. It's delicious, first off. We had it as leftovers for dinner on the same day. But beyond just a taste, it's such a wonderful show. It's just to watch the chef do all the fun stuff. It's an experience, yeah. Outside of that, though, we don't go out all that much. Yeah, we got McDonald's a bit ago. we get, I think, like maybe twice a month. We go ahead and get a McDonald's Whopper because we're a big fan of it right now.
McDonald's Whopper? Really?
Sorry, a Big Mac. Yeah, McDonald's Whopper, as you do. Yeah, we're a big fan.
I don't think we get them twice a month. I think we get them every month, maybe.
We aim for once a month, but sometimes hunger strikes. It's just tasty. It's a nice little, just, you know. Other than that, though, yeah, we grocery shop and we make our own food. I like cooking up burgers. I like cooking up steak.
I'm a chef.
And she's the full chef for everything else. She makes some amazing food, but I'm the grill master. You know what? First off, I should not have been painting on this layer. Oh, that's not the tool I wanted to use. What I should have been doing is using the smudge tool. And we're going to see if I can actually just use the smudge tool to increase this. No, in our area we don't have to wear masks anymore. It's not required.
We don't go out enough to warn.
Yeah, we also don't go out enough, and we don't go to any places that would require it. Do you still have to in your area? I'm interested to know if there's any countries that are still like super requiring that right now. America pretty much chilled out on it most of the way. Yeah, especially in the South. Yeah, no, we don't have to in our area. Not at all. It is not required. I mean, even the individual like stores that used to like be a little bit different than the government itself. Like the government was one thing, but then there was the stores still being careful. You're right. So doctors' offices are the only area that recently we've had to wear masks. Yeah, we're vaccinated.
You're really good with words today.
I am 100% out of energy, and that's just a fact.
You should stop the stream.
Well, I'll stop it soon. I think I'm going to go ahead and continue with this little piece here because I think the stream is the only thing inspiring me to work right now. Because I am. This is what's keeping me going at the moment. I have not seen that. No, I have not. Maybe I haven't even seen Emblem and I'm just familiar that it exists. Because I know his... Yeah, I've seen his icon. Oh, I've seen very few of his videos now I think about it. That's so funny. You know, the videos I've actually seen from him are his, I mean... Doesn't he only do... Yeah, his There Will Never Ever Be Another Cartoon Like SpongeBob video was very good. But yeah, his video essays are the stuff that I've seen. Yeah, big fan of video essays. But no, I haven't seen his Horror Mr. Krabs Unquenchable Bloodlust video.
We don't watch stuff like that.
Generally not.
Except for you watching Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is the creepiest thing that I think I generally watch. That's funny. That reminds me of Ed's World, you know? Ed's World is an old animation by Ed Gould. And he portrayed, you know, Ed, but then there was also Eduardo. They're like evil neighbors. And so all the voice actors just portrayed their alter ego. I think it was the same voice actors. It might have actually been different actors to portray their alter egos. But it reminds me of that. Meanie. Very unique. Hey there, Matthew. Are you clicking in and out? Glad to have you here. But yeah, so I'm excited. This Wednesday, I keep looking up at our calendar, and I'm looking straight into the light. But we've got our community game night, which will be very fun. And I'll make sure that we set up a couple more of the actual Jackbox game packs individually, because we'll still replay some of the stuff that we did last time, but I want to also have a couple of new games as well. Might even find something that's not Jackbox that we'll see. Jackbox is one of the easier ones because everybody can just get on their phone and play it. But if we have the opportunity to, might try to do other websites or stuff that allow audiences to join in.
I can make a Kahoot.
A Kahoot would be funny. So Kahoots are just like question and answers, right?
Yeah, they're like little quiz games.
It'd be funny to make a JChaseFilms trivia or something.
I was thinking SpongeBob. but
SpongeBob
yeah.
trivia would also be good. Actually, SpongeBob trivia would be more entertaining because then I could be a part.
Yeah.
Because I don't doubt that I am not going to be perfect at SpongeBob trivia, but I can do my best.
I also think that you wouldn't be too great at JChaseFilms, or just like JChase trivia.
You don't think I'd be good at my own trivia of my real life?
No. I think I would be better.
What a great trust. Wouldn't.
Bloody, I'm just spitting facts.
That's funny. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, might need to start leaving this kind of work to the artists. Hire out, because I think anime backgrounds is a very distinct style, and me just going for it is not working out. I am not an anime artist, that's for sure. Alright, can I go ahead and just erase the rest of it? Alright, I'm gonna say I'm pretty hungry and I need lunch, which means I'm gonna end the stream. But if there's any last things you guys want to talk about, any last questions, I mean, it's been a fun stream, so I'm gonna be finishing up here. But if there's nothing else, I'm just gonna say thank you for joining me today. It's been fun. It's been real great. It's been chill. It's fun to chill out and have these chill streams because for the most part, our streams are very like, let's do something, you know, all this exciting stuff, which is fun too, and it's fun to do both. But these streams are nice. It's nice to hang out. So good to hang out with you. Bye, Bevo. Bye, everybody who's watching actively. I gotta get some food. Honestly, there's nothing else to say. I'm a hungry boy, and I need food because I pretty much skipped breakfast. I had a piece of toast for breakfast, and that was before I started the stream. So it's about time for me to get some good food. About time. About time. Hey, it's been fun. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, whatever time of day it is where you are. Just have the best of times, okay? Go live life. Have a good time. Touch grass, as they say. Go outside. Be careful outside. It's getting hot out there. It is summer coming around.
Here.
It is
Everywhere.
here. In other places, perhaps, even if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's actually getting colder. But hopefully everything is well where you are. So, without further ado, this is Jonathan Chase. And I am signing off. Bye-bye!